Hello, my name is Sang-Yeon Lee, CEO of Bsang Inc. Today, I'd like to discuss why 3D NAND supply won't be able to meet the customer demands. Many people perceive the current memory market situation as a temporary imbalance between supply and demand. Or they expect the market to settle when the manufacturing of 3D NAND flash reaches maturity. So, will there be enough NAND supply next year? I believe 3D NAND supply won't be able to meet the customer demands. Let me elaborate. According to DRAM Exchange, pricing for DRAM is expected to keep increasing on an upward trend, and NAND is projected to rising continuously through the third quarter of 2017. Such high memory prices start negatively affecting the electronics industry. PC sales take a tumble as buyers push back against higher prices. NAND flash shortage hits smartphone supply, and tight DRAM supply hurts server markets. Historically, memory prices have cyclical nature. So, is it a just super cycle for memories? Is it a part of temporary imbalance between supply and demand? Let me discuss about DRAM first. DRAM vendors claim aggressive ladder scaling of DRAM, although we don't see DRAM below 20nm except Samsung. There has not been any news regarding DRAM scaling for a while. So is DRAM roadmap overly optimistic? I don't know if DRAM scaling could advance one more step. However, I do believe the ladder scaling of DRAM will end soon. We should realize that DRAM faces a scaling limitation. As shown in this graph, bit growth of DRAM is expected to be the lowest this year compared to the last 20 years. When bit growth is less than 45%, it becomes a seller's market. Because Moore's law is dead and DRAM still remains 2D, bit growth will certainly remain at a low level and the seller's market will continue if we don't find out a solution for DRAM scaling. Thus, lateral DRAM should be switched to 3D DRAM in order to continue device scaling. 3D DRAM technology is actually available in the industry. It is called 3D Super DRAM from Bsang Inc. For more information, please check Bsang Inc. YouTube channel and an E-Times article, Why 3D Super DRAM. Okay, let's take a look at 3D NAND. We easily misunderstand that 3D NAND cell is equivalent to 40nm planar NAND cell because channel hole diameter is 40nm. However, considering the area of tungsten slit and waterline staircase, the effective cell size of 3D NAND is equivalent to 90nm planar NAND cell per each layer. This is the reason why 3D NAND is difficult to be cost competitive compared to planar NAND. As you know, there is extreme competition in the NAND market. Based on expectations that 3D NAND will significantly improve productivity, all NAND vendors invested billions of dollars in 3D NAND manufacturing. Therefore, oversupply was predicted to occur a while ago. However, this expectation proved false. 3D NAND has been more difficult to fabricate than previously thought. Currently, a few NAND vendors are struggling to ship 3D NAND. 3D NAND started mass production with 32 layers about 4 years ago, which was more expensive than planar NAND. Now, 64-layer 3D NAND is in mass production, which finally reaches price parity with planar NAND. So, will NAND supply meet the demand? This graph compares number of bit cells between planar NAND and 3D NAND. According to Moore's law, planar NAND bit cells increase exponentially in a matter of power of 2 per lateral scaling. For the time being, planar NAND missed the exponential demand growth of bit cells based on Moore's law. Now, then Moore's law is that 3D NAND will be unable to meet the customer demand with just linear bit cell growth. We should understand that vertical scaling of 3D NAND is not equal to Moore's law of planar NAND. So, where is the ultimate solution? And who should find out the solution? As mentioned, it is a seller's market. Therefore, it is up to the buyer to find out a better price. In 2016 and in 2017, the International Technical Roadmap for Semiconductor strongly recommends GAA gate-all-around transistor to continue device scaling and M3D monolithic 3D IC to justify manufacturing cost. Otherwise, CMOS will end its lifespan until the 2024. So we need to find out an ultimate solution for low memory price where GAA plus M3D is available. I would like to tell you that BSeng is the first and only company which successfully implements GAA plus M3D in the industry. In case of 3D Super NAND, the cost could be 10 times cheaper than any other 3D NANDs. For 3D Super DRAM, it could produce 400% more die per wafer. Now, we realize that Moore's law is that for planar DRAM and planar NAND, the semiconductor industry lost its capability to provide exponential bit cell growth to customers. Therefore, there is a severe imbalance between supply and demand in the memory market. It is completely unlike the cyclical nature of memory price. Customers have never met this kind of situation before. 3D NAND is unable to meet the customer demand with just linear bit cell growth. So, customers are confused and frustrated by high memory price and hope memory vendors will find out solutions sometime soon. Technically, there is no ultimate solution in the industry except BSeng's GAA plus M3D technology. As long as customers just wait for the downturn of memory price, due to everlasting high memory price, the negative impact on electronic system market will be more severe. Memory shortage and high memory prices already hit PC server and smartphone market segments. If affordable memory is needed for your business, consider collaboration with BSeng. Should you have any questions and concerns, feel free to contact us. Thank you.